He was quite simply the voice. While his name may be unfamiliar to many listeners, people in the soul music industry regard him as one of the finest vocalists of his era. In a 3-decade career, he was the main vocalist for the Drifters and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. He has also appeared as a guest vocalist on hundreds of records by artists ranging from Freda Payne to Paul Jackson, as well as a backup vocalist for Whitney Houston, Michelle Pharrell, and Aretha Franklin. His breakthrough came as a lead singer of The Temptations, which he performed from 1984 until 1996. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Ali-Ollie Woodson. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push the notification bell to be sure you won't miss on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Ali Credit on September 12, 1951 in Detroit, Michigan, and was raised in Town Creek, Alabama. When Ali was 4 years old, he joined the church choir, sang wonderful harmonious songs. The next year, he relocated to Milwaukee with his mother before settling in Town Creek, Alabama. Ali is now in choir and has learned to play numerous instruments. He has shown exceptional skill at an early age, and everyone around him realized he was extraordinary. Ali's elementary principal would occasionally interrupt lessons to allow him to perform in front of the entire school. Ali competed in several talent shows, winning his first at the age of 7. This was the first of many such incentives he would get during his schooling. Ali attended Central High School and graduated in 1968, following which he entered the Army. At the age of 19, Ali met vocalist Frederick Knight. During his tenure with Frederick Knight, he drew the notice of Bill Pinkney from the Drifters. Bill promoted him to vocalist for the group shortly after he joined it. He took his father's surname and performed as Ali-Ollie Woodson. During his tenure with the group, Ali developed a strong connection with Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. Ali departed the Drifters in 1978 to join the Blue Notes, where he replaced Teddy Pendergrass. He contributed to the song Disco Explosion. The next year, Woodson quit the group and relocated to New York. Woodson worked as a limousine driver in New York City and continued to improve his skills. In 1976, Dennis Edwards got fired from the Temptations, and Woodson went out and auditioned but lost to Louis Price. Otis Williams maintained a tight watch on Woodson, so when the group hired and then dismissed Dennis Edwards for the second time, Otis approached Woodson in 1983. In 1983, the group asked Woodson to take over lead vocals and veteran Earth, Wind and Fire guitarist Al McKay to produce their next album, Truly For You. The end product was the best Temptations record of the decade, cementing Woodson's status alongside Edwards and David Ruffin as the finest lead singers in Temptations history. His gruff, expressive voice was the ideal counterpoint to the Temptations' classically clean harmonies, and his ability to sensitively handle ballads provided the group the diversity that it lacked during the Edwards years. He also provided musical abilities, co-writing To Treat Her Like a Lady, the album's blockbuster single. His work on the next year's To Be Continued was as excellent, notably the powerful ballad, Someone, which is maybe Woodson's best recorded moment. Oddly, Edwards returned to the group, replacing Woodson on Together again in 1987, but left again within a year. Woodson then returned to lead vocals for a few inferior albums as the group battled to develop a modern sound. Finally, in 1995, The Temptations produced For Lovers Only, an album of versions of iconic pop songs that reignited fan interest in the group. By 1996, Woodson had officially departed The Temptations, and fans expected him to release a solo album shortly. Instead, he worked on a variety of projects, including stage productions, backup vocals on soul and jazz recordings, tours with other former Temptations, Damon Harris, and Richard Street, and a brief collaboration with two former Supremes. Finally, he formed the Emperors of Soul, a touring group that covered Temptations and other Motown tunes and earned favorable reviews across the United States. It would be 5 years before Ralph T of Expansion Records invited Woodson back into the studio to record and hear All Along, his long-awaited debut solo album. It was a strong album that earned high praise from most soul music critics. In 1997, he appeared on an episode of The Jamie Foxx Show as a mental hospital inmate. He also acted in a few films after that. He also sang with the choir in the television show The Good News, which ran from 1997 to 1998, when John Edwards' bad health led him to quit the Spinners in 2002. Woodson was offered the lead vocalist role, but he instead recommended his friend, Frank Washington, who is currently effectively leading the group. Woodson continued touring with the Emperors of Soul and appeared on national television as Aretha Franklin's powerful duet partner in the spring 2003 PBS performance special rhythm, Soul and in Love. Woodson later joined Dennis Edwards' group, The Temptations Review, where he sang with the previous Temptations member he replaced during his second tenure with the Mothership. In early 2009, reports circulated that Woodson was unwell, but by the spring of that year, he published his second album, Never Give Up, on his own Hollywood Records, and was still making public appearances. According to his testimony at a televised religious service, Woodson was initially diagnosed with throat cancer during his time with the Temptations. Woodson would need to have surgery again when the cancer reappeared 2 years later and another 2 years after that. In late 2008, Woodson was diagnosed with leukemia and spent many weeks in the hospital. Sadly, Woodson passed on May 30th, 2010 at the age of 58. Ali Woodson was much mourned by soul music fans. Soul Music Records released soul interpretations in 2020, including several of Woodson's most memorable performances. It was treasured by soul music enthusiasts. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song from Ali-Ollie Woodson? Or a song from his time with the Temptations?